coffee, Connie.
All right, Mrs. Davis.
Not you, Minerva. You've already had your breakfast. The way this cat eats is a caution. She's getting fat as a horse.
Good. Maybe I can ride her to school one of these days.
Now you go on into the kitchen, Minerva.
Go ahead, Minerva. Yesterday's paper is under the sink with a big fat Mickey Mouse cartoon.
Oh, she's such a pretty thing.
Yes, she is. Say, wait a minute. No, I don't suppose her fur would bring much.
I'll get it.
No, I'll get it. I have long arms. Good morning, Walter. Come in.
Wait. This is not a moment to be passed over lightly. This is an exquisite moment, a delicious moment, a moment to be savored and sipped like a rare old wine.
Sorry, Bud. We don't serve minors at this bar. Come on in, Walter. The sun's heating up the dust in the hall.
Don't you realize, Miss Brooks, that there's nothing quite as wonderful as coming face to face with one's teacher on one's last day of school?
Oh, yes, there is, Walter.
What?
The moment when one's teacher turns one's back on one's pupils on the last day of school.
Yes, parting is such sweet sorrow.
Well, we won't be parting for long. I volunteered to teach during the summer school term, and your marks have volunteered for you.
Yes, I know. But it won't be too bad. I guess my old pal Stretch will be with me. I understand that the marks he got in his final exams weren't so hot. By the way, Miss Brooks, how did he do in English?
You don't have to worry about Stretch, Walter. He made summer school with flying colors. I was just having a cup of coffee. Would you like something to eat before we leave the house?
Oh, well, I had my breakfast, Miss Brooks, but I can always nibble.
Good. Come into the dinette, Walter.
Good morning, Mrs. Davis.
Good morning, Walter. Can I fix you something?
Would ham and eggs be too much trouble?
That ought to make a nice nibble.
I'll fix them for you in a jiffy, Walter. What kind of bread do you want?
Oh, what have you got?
White, rye, and whole wheat.
That'll be fine.
This kid eats like a cat.
Well, Miss Brooks, how are you going to spend all of next week?
Oh, I may not spend all of it, Walter. I'll probably save some. That is, I couldn't think of going away anywhere until I recuperate.
Recuperate? From what, Miss Brooks?
From an ancient malady, Walter. It's called teacher's blight.
Gosh, how long have you had that?
It's just setting in. The symptoms are always the same. First, a hollow feeling in the pit of the pocketbook, followed by a general tightening of the purse strings.
In a word, you're broke?
In 3 words, yes, darn it.
Well, that isn't anything to be too desperate about, Miss Brooks. Being broke isn't so bad if you've got friends.
I know, Walter, but it's just as nice to be rich and have friends.
Yeah, that's true, too. But let's pursue this matter further. In order to effect a cure, we must first find the cause of the ailment.
Go ahead, Doctor.
At present, you are without funds, correct?
Correct.
Hence, you must have spent what funds you possessed on something other than that which you'd like to have said funds available for now, mustn't you?
It'll take more than summer school to straighten out that sentence, but go ahead, Walter.
What I mean, Miss Brooks, is that you haven't enough money for a vacation now because of the way you let it slip through your fingers earlier in the season.
You're right, Walter. I could have afforded a wonderful week in the country if I hadn't frittered away all my earnings on food and rent.
Here you are, Walter. Here's some nice scrambled ham and baked eggs.
Beg pardon?
It's a brand new recipe I've discovered. It's called ham and eggs country style.
In what country? If you'll excuse me, Walter, I'd like to look through some more of these magazines while you're eating. I've been trying to find some way to make some money in my spare time.
Well, gosh, why didn't you say so, Miss Brooks?
She just did, Walter. But there doesn't seem to be anything worthwhile.
You mean you really want to work at something other than teaching, Miss Brooks?
During my free time, yes.
Well, then I may have just the thing for you. You see, I'm trying to raise some extra money, too, Miss Brooks, and I'd be happy to... Oh, no. No, first I've got to get permission from my partners.
Your partners?
Yeah, Stretch Snodgrass and Harriet Conklin. Oh, but I'm sure they'll be glad to...